The knife is the Manix 2 52-100 steel. This was provided to the channel by Tim Gannon, a viewer. I really appreciate it, Tim. And we're going to go ahead and cut test it today. I didn't change the angle or anything on it. It is not my knife, but it is very close to 15 per side. And the finish is also looks like almost identical to the 1500 finish that I put on. So I may end up running this one again just to make sure that that isn't something that's going to skew the result of the test. So let's go ahead and find out how this simple bearing steel does, and then we'll talk about it at the end. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. We're still shaving hair pretty good. Alright, that's fine edge for the 52-100 Manix. I'm going to go ahead and write that figure down, grab some paper, and move on to working edge. I'm going to pause you guys for a minute. We'll be right back. Alright, so now we're moving on to working edge. Can clean cut paper with and against the grain. Now we're going to see how excuse me, now we're going to see how long it's going to go on working edge. All right, we're gonna go ahead and call that, write my numbers down, go work them up, come back and talk about how this 52-100 steel did. All right, so we're back. I went ahead and figured out all the amounts that this 52-100 cut in this 1-inch section of blade. Like I said before, keep in mind when you're looking at these tests, this is a 2.92 inch cutting edge, so you will get almost 3 times the cutting in theory out of this edge before it will quit shaving hair for fine edge and quit cleanly slicing copy paper for working edge. And also another thing to keep a note of is just because it quits slicing paper doesn't mean it's totally dull. Okay? I did cut a few more strips of cardboard off camera once I knew the test was done, and you honestly, I couldn't really tell much of a difference. So bear in mind, some of these you are going to get more work out of. You're not going to be counting and measuring how many feet you're cutting in your normal work day if you have to break down a whole bunch of boxes one day. So let's go ahead and get to what it did. For fine edge, it cut 160.1 feet of cardboard in a 1-inch section before it quit shaving hair. And for working edge, it cut 188 feet before it quit cleanly cutting printer paper. Now, for a pretty basic steel like 52-100, those are some really good results. Especially when we compare it to the M390s and ZT's 20 CV that I did. This outcut all of them in fine edge and in working edge. So let me know what you think. Once again, like I said, thank you, Tim, for loaning this to me. I do want to pick one up for myself now. Did really well in the test, but down below, let me know what you guys think of it. I am going to do one more test for myself to validate this test and to have an extra data point. And then I will get with Steve and compare what the 52-100 PM2 that he used cut. Yeah, you can see I'm not left-handed. So that's all I have for this one. As always, I appreciate your time and thanks for watching.